Hello everybody, how are you going? Welcome to another RMR, another Rick Mercer report. This one being Rick and the Olympic swimmers, and with the Olympics just around the corner in a couple of months time from now, even though this one is old, it's just good to get into the mindset of both the Olympic swimmers and how Rick's perceiving them.
Welcome to Victoria, British Columbia. This is where Canada's Olympic swimmers come to train for London 2012. I believe this meet is destiny, for these athletes are the very best that we have in the pool, and me, I'm not much of a swimmer. Hopefully, they will have a better influence on me than I will on them. Oh, time to get my noodle on.
Oh no, well, I guess it does make sense. If you want a noodle and you want floaties and you need anything like that, go ahead and use them, get in the pool, get your swim on, and hopefully these people, of everyone in the world, well, maybe even the people that can train them, can at least help you get your skills up just that little bit, just to give yourself a little bit more confidence. Even though you may not be the best in the pool, at least you were just spending time around the Olympians, and so something might just rub off on you. Maybe it'll be the chlorine, it'll just clog up your pores and it'll just do all of that kind of stuff, or maybe you might just get rid of your noodle and just go to floaties or a kickboard or something like that. Plastic gloves. Oh, never enough gloves.
And this is Randy Bennett. He is the Olympic Team Canada swim coach. Hello, Randy. How are you?
Hi, Rick. Nice to meet you.
Good to be here, sir. So you're here in the pool. These are future Olympians.
There's one already Olympian and then probably 8 to 10 potential Olympians for Canada this summer.
Ooh.
And this is where they train, Victoria? They all start to come here eventually, eh?
This is the full-time training base of quite a few of the national team members.
30 years now I've been saying to myself, I should take a swim lesson. Even as an adult, I go, well, I should take a swim lesson, you know, to learn a few things.
Yeah.
Some moves.
Today's the day.
Because I'm naturally blessed in many areas, but this isn't one of them. Mostly, I'm one of those people, when I dive in, the head goes up.
I can fix that.
Oh, well, it's just always amazing to me because Australia has such a culture of making and allowing people to swim. Like, you go to swim schools as part of school and you just kind of are brought up in that culture. There are obviously some people that can't, but realistically 99% of people can swim. Not to an Olympian level, of course, but at least can just go, okay, I am safe in the water. And so for Rick to be saying his head immediately goes up and he kind of almost flounders around with his little T-Rex arms, I'm not sure what kind of stroke that would ever be. Perhaps it could be the next best thing in terms of freestyle, just the doggy paddle's going to make a comeback. But surely, like I said, if anyone can teach someone to swim, like you said, just to take an adult class, even at his age, you're at least just gaining more skill set. If nothing else, you're just also protecting yourself.
And now we're going to talk about the entry, a very important part of the swim race. And this is Blake Worsley. Hello, Blake. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Great to be here. Olympic hopeful. You work out at all, or?
Yes, I take a splash every couple of days.
I always go in feet first.
All right.
Today, I go in face first.
Yes,
Wow.
with your arms above your head.
Fair
I did
enough.
not know that part, but that's why we're here.
You want to be flexible enough to touch your toes. That's a good pointer. If you don't have that, you may be in a little bit of trouble.
Well, I mean, that's only for the start. You can certainly just kind of bend over and then go in. You don't have to be launching yourself with your arms off the start and throwing yourself forward with your arms as well, getting that little bit of extra momentum. No, Rick can just kind of bend over and just fall in. You don't even have to jump. Just literally just kind of mosey on over and then you'll be sweet. Especially as a first attempt, you don't have to be trying to just compete and go to the Olympic levels just immediately, especially if Rick went, I didn't know that you're meant to have your arms above your head. It's just crazy to me that that's not something that you might be aware of, but it also is like, wow, it's a good perspective shift as well, just getting all the context about who these guys are, but also who Rick is. He's very talented in many aspects, but like I said, he can't be talented in everything. And so this is honestly one of the best ones for him.
You want to be flexible enough to touch your toes. That's a good pointer. If you don't have that, you may be in a little bit of trouble.
I can touch my toes. Look.
Work with that.
Done.
That's spring.
He's gone. Look at him. Look. Can't stop himself. Look.
Imagine that you are a spear, okay?
Yep.
That's the entry I want you to have right there. This is the spear right here.
My humiliation is entirely complete on national television. That's great.
Release the spear.
Oh, go for it, Rick.
Release the spear. I gotta get him up higher.
Take
Make
your
sure
arms.
that your pants don't fall down on edges. Oh, there we go. Just like that, he might have not had the perfect spearfishing technique in terms of staying straight. You know, he did go a little bit to the left and a little bit low compared to what the Olympics would be taking. But as a first attempt, if that was truly his first attempt, that was pretty darn good. He certainly committed. At least he didn't feel unsafe about the entire thing. And I guess having all of these just incredible swimmers, even if they aren't lifeguard trained, they will be able to help you if the worst came to the worst. But if nothing else, Rick just gave it his best off the start. You know, maybe it is something about the pool. There's something in this water that just allows him to have a perfect first dive.
Some people just weren't meant to be spears.
And you never know who you're going to bump into here at the pool, the man with all the syllables. Olympic gold medalist in triathlon, Simon Whitfield. Hi, Simon. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you, sir.
You too. Very good.
So you're just hanging out.
I do. I just come by because I like to, hang out in my Speedo at the pool.
I can tread water forever, the salt water especially, but I still don't have any technique. Is it too late to learn proper technique as you get older?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that was it. That's all I needed to know.
Just like that. I mean, surely not. Of course he's joking. Anyone can always just learn better technique. Maybe not perfect technique, but it was also nice to be hearing that Rick isn't entirely in danger in the water. I mean, they wouldn't have him diving in head first if that was going to be the case. He was able to then float his way back up, especially, he said, in salt water, which is fair enough. But at least for him to have that gold star ability to be able to tread water, apparently forever, that makes a huge difference in your water safety. You know, you can fall in, and as long as you can find your way back up, which is basically just hopefully float back up, you'll be good. It doesn't matter what your backstroke, butterfly, freestyle, breaststroke, IM times are, just as long as you can stay afloat.
Here she is, Canadian record holder and Olympian Julia Wilkinson. Hello, Julia. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Nice to see you from Stratford, Ontario.
Yes.
Yes, by way of Texas A&M, where you went.
Yep.
And now you're here in Victoria.
Yes.
Training for London 2012.
Yes.
How's it going?
It's going great. I mean, this is a great place to train. We have an amazing facility, so.
Now, I would like to be able to turn around in a pool.
Right.
Because I swam once head first into a pool and split my nose.
I mean, it's amazing you're still so good looking after that.
You're my favorite. You're my favorite Olympian of all time.
Oh, well, I gotta give it to her. She's quick in and out of the pool, both in body and in spirit. Just giving him a nice, not even backhanded compliment like the other one was in terms of not everyone's meant to be a spear. But I do want to know, what does he mean by turn around? Does he mean a tumble turn? I guess because he said he ran headfirst into a wall. I mean, that's also just wearing goggles and looking ahead of you. You probably won't do that if you had goggles on most of the time, unless you really, I don't know how you do. Well, you just had arms behind your back. That seems pretty difficult. Either way, I do want to know, and I guess we'll find out, is it a tumble turn because that's what they were showing her doing, or is it just turning around in general in a swimming formation? Because I do want to see him actually swim. We saw him dive, but what is his general technique? As he said that he had these little T-Rex doggy arms, but I don't know. I reckon if you just extended your arms a bit more, all of a sudden he'd be doing freestyle just fine.
There's a lot of water in my goggles. There's too much air in my reservoir tip.
What happened? Oh, spinning around. Use your arms.
You make that look so attractive, and I'm going to make that look just so off.
The most important thing is to stay in a tight little ball.
Tight little ball.
Here we go. Oh, hey, there we go.
Perfect.
I didn't show any plumbers cracks, did I?
No. You're not going to hit your face in the wall, but if
No,
you like, I can hold
I can't hit my face. I only have 2 scars from the show. Once where I split my nose open, and the other one where Mike Duffy's dog bit me.
Oh, I nearly got it. There you go.
Okay, that's just tough. What? Where's the sports psychologist in you now? My confidence is shattered as an athlete. Shattered.
See, even though they are making a joke about it, that is exactly why not everyone that is a good athlete makes a good coach, and not everyone that is a good coach can swim or run or throw or do anything like that particularly amazingly well. They have the knowledge, but not the ability, whether that's genetics or just something else. Some people are just always going to be that slightly bit better than others, and there's nothing you can do about it, but then you can also improve up to a certain point, and these kind of things, just having a go is what Rick's doing, and that's how you so quickly can progress. Just going from 0 to 1, that's infinitely better, but it only takes maybe half an hour with the right person, or actually just with no one, but just doing it. And that's where, even though he didn't do the twist and the push and everything like that, even though he was lacking a bit of commitment with how he does this entire turn, I reckon just with the idea that you want to keep going, it would make people actually kind of get the technique down. Do it a couple times and then go, oh, I do want to be going this way, and naturally, and you would just kind of turn to the way you want to go. We got, go for it. Oh, kick in the air. Touch and turn and kick. And, just like that, straight into backstroke.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Good luck in London.
Thank you.
Something about the way that he just said that made it seem like it was a bit hostile in terms of just going, oh, good luck in London, because you're going to need it, because I'll be there doing my tumble turns, just speeding down the pool, and you won't even know what's going to hit you. You know, you think that I'm just not that good, but I'm lulling you into a false sense of security, and all of a sudden, I'm just going to be winning that gold straight out from under your, I guess they're all going to be Team Canada, but either way, he's just going to be taking the gold from us, especially when we get to see him just have this level of progression. Look at that, just the speed, the technique. I've never seen anything like it, especially if he does manage to continue this improvement trajectory, as he went from kicking the air and not even kicking the wall to pushing off just fine in a mere matter of minutes, I'm sure. And so if he can just maintain that level of progress, he'll be way above anyone in a matter of weeks, days even.
And here he is straight out of the pool, Ryan Cochran. Hello, Ryan, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Olympian Ryan Cochran, you have a bronze medal from Beijing.
I do, in the 1500 freestyle.
What is that like, my friends?
It's 15 minutes of severe pain,
Oh yeah.
to be honest.
And that's what you train for all the time.
It is. I think if you're a swimmer, you'd like to be a 100 freestyler, but my body type doesn't really allow me to do that, so I'm lucky.
So your
enough.
event is the 15 minutes of pain event.
Yeah.
And that is what you've dedicated your life to.
I'm really selling it right now, aren't I?
Today we're going to train together, and you say there's something called the harness. And I'm excited about this because there's so many shoots that I go on where they put me in a harness, but they dangle me off stuff. I didn't know you train in harnesses in the pool.
It's it's a rock climbing harness, and it just drags you through the water pretty much as fast as you want to go.
So I can put this on and I can swim like an Olympian.
Might be the main term in that sentence, but
As fast as an Olympian.
there you go. We could say that.
Why is that? Oh, does it literally pull you through? Oh, wow. I've never heard of anything like this. Swimming as fast as the winch is going to pull you. That sounds like an awesome experience, just feeling like Aquaman, just going through the water like, wow, I'm barely doing anything, but I'm just, oh, there's the end of the pool. 4 strokes and I'm done. So I'm just keen to see what this is all about, but I'm also wondering, how is it helpful? I would have thought that it's a harness that you wear so you're having like resistance-based training, not pulling assistance-based training. As from everything I've ever seen, it's about having the slowest pull possible when you're training, just wanting to swim through molasses if you can, to then just get into the fast pool and just have that almost saltwater buoyancy, just to be speeding along if you possibly can. You know, they even have it's like a wind tunnel but for water, and they can just swim forever, which I guess would be nice in a way. If you are training for 1500 meters, you don't have to do the tumble turns. If you didn't want to have to do that, it'd be nice just to be able to swim for as long as you possibly can. Maybe not 15 minutes of pain, but maybe 3 hours of Let's see what this is all about. Oh,
All right.
it's gonna pull him along. Come on, get your head up, Rick. No doggy paddles. It does pull him. Just like that. Just tuning. Swim, Rick. Swim. Wow. That's crazy. Swimming just as fast. Oh, man. Look at the progress he's had. Oh, no. Not the hardest. Get him, Rick. Oh, he still managed to lose, or he still managed to win.
I felt like bait.
Like bait being pulled through the water. Oh, that would be such a cool experience. I almost just want to try that, just to be swimming at those kind of speeds. There is very little time in anyone's life, or very little people are ever going to be swimming at that kind of speed, unless you are just being brutally towed behind a boat, or in a rig like this, especially just with the ease that he was able to do it. Just be sideways, upside down, not kick, no arms, no worries. You can just get dragged along by the winch. It would be quite a cool feeling. It is just a little bit disappointing though that he wasn't able to practice his dive and then just get ripped along at warp speed by the cable as well. That would be quite interesting, especially if it catches you in midair. All of a sudden you have a 6-meter dive arc. That would be crazy. You are truly like an Olympian then. And hey, even though we did come second in this race, that's still a silver medal compared to a bronze medal Olympian.
I felt like bait. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good luck in London. Good racing.
Like
Alrighty.
You're watching the Mercer Report on CBC.
Oh.
Go, Canada, go!
I would love to know who out of this, 2, 4, 7, team of 7, or I guess actually Rick's there as well, so team of 8, who out of the team of 8 went and fully qualified and made it all the way to the finals in the 2012, and who is maybe even still swimming to these days. Maybe not at Olympic levels because, like I said, that's such a long career. But either way, these guys are still so incredible at their sport. Like all Olympians, it takes such a drive, the mornings and afternoons and nights that they spend either in the pool, or if you're a gymnast then on the mats, or if you're a track athlete then on the track, and it just continues from there. The hours upon hours of dedication that these people put in, and around the world, they aren't even professional athletes, so they're doing this around their full-time work. It's so impressive to see people have that level of drive. And so even though sadly not everyone gets to achieve their goal of the bronze, silver, or even the gold, of course, just getting it that far, it's a remarkable achievement.